Hello YouTube, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney and we're answering publicly posted questions from abo.com, A as in apple, V as in victory, V as in victory, O as in orange.com. And this question was posted on September the 23rd, so 3 days ago in Los Angeles, California. Quick note, I'm not allowed to answer your questions under state law in California. I can only answer questions that pen before the EEOC under federal law in California. So I'm going to answer this question in generalities and as per New York State law, and you should speak about anything I say with a local employment attorney. I'll read the question into the record, and then we'll get you an answer. And it looks like there's already 3 attorney answers to this question, one of whom is the very talented attorney Neil Pedersen, who I think the world of, and I think does a great job in California. So, a strong local option if you do need an employment attorney in California. And I have no business arrangements with attorney Pedersen. I just have been seeing his answers here for years, and I've had the pleasure to speak to him on the phone once, and I thought he was very talented. I'll read the question. Can an employer lie on a separation notice? I quit due to them not preventing sexual harassment in a toxic work environment. I quit my job due to sexual harassment. I did not go back after the last date of sexual harassment, and I quit via resignation letter clearly explaining that I quit because they would not stop the sexual harassment. And the sexual harassment created a toxic environment. On the notice of separation, they put voluntary job dissatisfaction. Is this illegal? Doesn't them lying prevent me from getting unemployment benefits? So yes, you are going to have to argue. If you were in New York, you would have to argue constructive termination, that the sexual harassment in the work environment was so bad that you were forced to resign. It was not reasonable for you to have to continue working there. Now, I will say, I'm not sure they technically lied. They said voluntary job dissatisfaction. You were, in fact, dissatisfied with that job, right? Now, you were dissatisfied with the illegal things people were doing on that job, like sexual harassment, and the employer's complete failure to live up to their affirmative duty to keep you safe from sexual harassment. So I agree with you, and I think you probably have a claim against them for sexual harassment and retaliation, potentially, that you should speak to a local employment attorney about. I'm just saying they probably sit there and think, technically, they wrote the truth on that notice, right? And again, if you were in New York, or if you'd have to argue constructive termination, that you quit, you resigned because things were so bad, and you're going to want to talk to that about with your local unemployment attorney. And remember, an unemployment attorney is different than an employment attorney, generally 2 different fields. If you can't find an unemployment attorney, consider the Unemployment Action Center. If there is a chapter near you, it is a clinic that exists at many law schools, and they provide free law student representation for unemployment claimants, and they are stellar. I think I've known a number of people who did great work for the Unemployment Action Center. I really love them as a litigation training center for young attorneys, and I love what they do for unemployment claimants, because so many states mess with so many unemployment attorneys. It is damn near impossible to make a living as an unemployment attorney in New York State, because the state just isn't going to pay you, right, for forever, right? You don't get paid unless you win. You get paid very little, and then you got to wait like 9, 10, 12 months to get the money you're owed. The whole thing is nutty. And they do that because they don't want people to have representation, because if more people are represented in an employment court, more people will win. And then the state will have to pay more benefits. So they don't want that. Yeah, and you have to talk to a local employment attorney about the sexual harassment claim. It sounds like you were really mistreated. It sounds like you may have a claim. That claim could be quite valuable. It's certainly worth speaking to someone about. I'm sorry you have to deal with this. I'm also sorry you got to live in Southern California. I'm just kidding. It's required. East Coasters have to make fun of California. I'm just trying to be funny, and I shouldn't be, because you're dealing with a lot of things right now. So I apologize for trying to make light. If this video was helpful, would help me if you liked and subscribed, or even just commented, whatever you're feeling, right? That helps me a lot with the algorithm. It helps me to help more people just like you. Good luck.